The BJP has taken a considered view. The government has taken a considered view since we are hosting it. Obviously, India will put forth its position, and there will be some tough questions put. There are no bilaterals slated, so therefore we don't know what. But in whatever aside, even if there is an aside with Satarji's, India is going to make its position abundantly clear. Coming back to Parliament, we are in the third week, and there's been an absolute logjam, a stalemate. Parliament has not transacted any business. I have with me three eminent guests. Former Union Minister Rajiv Shukla representing the Congress, former Railway Minister Mr. Dinesh Trivedi from Trinamool Congress, and Zafar Islam batting on behalf of the government, and he's the BJP spokesman. Yesterday, Rajiv ji, the government brought about an amendment into the Income Tax Act. Do you believe this is a precursor to larger announcements, and does it worry you that the Prime Minister Modi could be emerging as a modern-day Robin Hood?
Well, first of all, I would like to make it very clear that we believe in Prime Minister, and what Prime Minister had told to the nation. Now in last 20 days everything has been changed. That means no homework had been done. There are 105 changes in Prime Minister's original national address to the nation. What has happened to him? That means he has not done any homework. It's like a despot who is not consulting anybody, and whoever is advising him, I think is putting him in a very wrong corner. What is this? Every day there are new amendments, new changes, new course of correction.
Yeah, because they say this is Rajiv ji, they say this is a dynamic situation, and the government is thinking on its feet.
No, Javed, not dynamic situation. Every day, whenever they are seeing that something has changed, there's a reaction amongst the people, then they change it. Then third day they bring something, and then fourth day they bring something in. People are still, deprived of currency. They are suffering a lot. Small traders, these laborers, workers, farmers, everybody is in deep trouble. I don't know what has been happening. Every government is entitled to have its monetary policy. We are not questioning it. We have been fighting against black money. But what is this? You haven't done any homework. You have 86% of India's currency in overnight. You have, declared invalid.
I'll come back to you, Rajiv ji. Dinesh Trivedi ji, is the end game that matters, is the end result that matters, or the sum of the fault lines or hurdles that may creep up in the middle? After all, if this helps eradicate black money, if at the end of the day, when the new budget is announced, some money is transferred to those below the poverty line, doesn't that matter, or how?
I think both are very important. Your end result to eradicate fake money. What is the percentage of fake money, do you know? As per the government statistics, it's not mine, it's 0.025% of the total currency, means 400 crore. Now for 400 crore, you are spending 1200 crore. In spite of that, the fake money is never going to be eradicated. For all you know, those guys who are standing in the queue, some of them could be standing with the fake money. And at the moment, there is no time for the tailor, the bank guy, to check whether it's fake or not.
Let me take that question to Zafar. You've heard both these eminent panelists accuse the government of not thinking enough, not thinking this through. You've been a banker, you understand finance. Tell us, how does it make sense that you penalize 85% of the people just to catch 14?
See, let me tell you very firmly that our drive, the Prime Minister is extremely serious. Our government is extremely serious for our drive against corruption and black money.
You've changed rules 150 times.
No, so this initiative is one of the initiatives which Honorable Prime Minister has taken. There was no precedence. There will be some bottlenecks, and the committees have been formed to review every day, and whatever appropriate action measures needs to be taken have been taken to ensure that those bottlenecks are removed. So if you say that those measures should not be taken, because there is no precedence, you will encounter some problems, and you must find a solution for that. Because
but surely when you're trying to shake up the entire economy, you need to put some thought. You need to plan for the future. You need to war game. You obviously haven't done that.
See, if you have something to back test, then you can say that yes, you have identity to back testing, and you had some result, and you should have taken a concrete steps ahead of those.
What you are essentially saying is this was a leap into the dark.
No, not at all. I said when you take a decision of this nature, there are bound to some bottlenecks bound to come in the process, and it is the responsibility of the government, which government is doing time and again, coming up with new measures to ensure that common man's interest is safeguarded. But let me tell you, our drive against corruption is permanent. We will ensure there will no let up. Their drive will be relentless, and we will come up with few more measures.
What? Yeah, that's precisely what I was asking. Are there more? Is this a one-off thing, or you planned?
No, this is one of the thing, but it's one of the initiative. But as I said, the Prime Minister is very, very determined to flush out black money and the corruption from the system. So we will not stop here. There will be no let up. We will come up with new schemes, like for instance the amendment in the Income Tax Act. Ensure that those who are culprit must face the law, rather than get away with the earlier they used to get away in the UPA government.
Well,
Can I just take on from there? I think just the opposite is happening. The culprits are making a lot of money, like the bullion market, like the people who are selling entries. The big guys are making a lot of money. It is the smaller guys who are suffering. Big guys have no suffering at all. Please understand that.
Rajiji, you wanted to say something?
No. You know what he's saying. I mean, he may be right in his own, perspective, but it's not going to solve the problem of black money. It's not, as Mr.
Why?
Minister rightly said, it's not going to solve the problem of corruption. Once we have introduced rupees 2,000 note, that means it would be much easier for holders to keep that money, to carry that money. So I don't think this is the solution what they are. That's why we have been telling from day one, we all
So
want,
what is the solution
we
in
all
your
want
and the
black money
opposition's
to be
mind?
eradicated. It's reprinting of the currency, which will take another 30,000 crores in printing charges to the government coffers. And I've been planning minister and Minister for Planning Commission. I can tell you, the yesterday's scheme which they have introduced, by which they are seeing them Pradhan Mantri Garib Yojana or something, some money is being transferred to there out of this thing, 25%, which will take for 4 years in lock-in. I'm telling you, it's again going to be the same schemes. They will enhance the budget, and again it will go to the same system. All these thekedars, all these, typical kind of, some corrupt bureaucrats, again the money will go in their pocket. Unless some reforms are done as far as these schemes are concerned, by which the money percolates down to the grassroots level, it's not going to achieve its purpose.
I'll tell you, supposing if I were the Prime Minister, maybe one day, and if I had to do this, I would have
Will I be
called
in your
experts.
cabinet?
Well, certainly. But or planning, you are an expert. So, I would have called people like Dr. Manmohan Singh. Unless you don't trust him, nobody can question in the world the integrity of Dr. Manmohan Singh. He had been the RBI governor, he had been the finance minister, he had been the Prime Minister of India. He knows it all. So, I would have asked Dr. Manmohan Singh, let's have a cup of tea. I want to do this. Please tell me, how do I go about doing it? I mean, you have...
But there's no precedence for bipartisanship, for consultation with rivals.
Even within his party, within his own party, would have discussed.
This is not to say that when you were in power, you
Despotic
were
manner.
consulting.
If you work in a despotic manner, this is what happens.
If you really want to solve, the previous governor of RBI, he's one of the best economists in the world, Raghuram Rajan. You should have asked him. He has gone on record saying that I would not have accepted this. So you have not spoken to the experts. You have just done it by yourself. I am not doubting his intention. But this doesn't mean that you just make all the poor people and the middle class people suffer. And I do not know what impact is going to have on economy. If Dr. Manmohan Singh says that 2% GDP is going to be down, that's too much.
Both the entire opposition says, or almost the entire, with few exceptions, that you're not opposed to the measure, but you are nitpicking. Then what is the solution? Then what are you opposed to? You are not opposed to demonetization, but Rajiv Ji's party is not opposed to demonetization, but what is the counter solution that you have?
No. I mean, we are concerned and we are terribly worried about this kind of disruption in the entire financial economy of the
Or let me rephrase the question. Rajiv, are you all worried that the money that he gets, he will use it for populist schemes, and this could be the political brahmastra for him to get a second term? Does that worry you that he could emerge as a Robin Hood?
We enhanced the budget of these schemes manifold. Narasimha Rao's government had, increased the budget of rural development by 5-fold. Similarly, Manmohan Singh government had given several schemes. Now the question is, when you are going, Karja Maaf and all that, Kisan Karja Maaf. Now, even if you enhance the budget by taking out this money from from the common man's pocket, what is going to happen? Again, it's going to go into the same system, and end result will be zero. So I'm telling you, these steps, we want black money to be eradicated, but this kind of a step by which you demonetize 86% of Indian currency, depriving people of their own money, is something which is unprecedented and people cannot accept
I'll
it.
give you one example. There's a beehive, right? And you want the honey out of it. You have to call the experts to get the honey.
Now you
What
are
we have
consulting
done,
Chief
what we
Minister.
have
Why
done,
didn't you
no,
consult then?
Correct. And what you have
Now you're
done,
making a committee.
instead of calling the expert to take it out, you have just thrown a stone on the beehive. So what has happened? You will not get the honey, and the bee is going to come and sting. So entire thing has been disrupted.
You won't get
All-
the honey and the bee is going to sting you.
Well, they must understand, and I'm sure that everybody would appreciate that decision of this nature needed a complete secrecy. And you must credit to the Honorable Prime Minister that he maintained that secrecy.
But there's
and
an
we come out
allegation
with
that people close
No.
to BJP knew it.
absolutely
They
baseless.
converted their money.
Absolutely baseless. I can discuss with you because your party is making allegation that West Bengal unit of has deposited 1 crore. It's very stupid of anybody to make this kind of allegation because you had the flexibility to deposit that day. You had flexibility to deposit on 8th. You had the flexibility to deposit even today. Who is restricting you from depositing money as long as you have the PAN card number, as long as you made
Not
the right
depositing,
disclosure?
converting.
So,
it.
but
Let's
coming
focus.
back-
Yes.
Coming back to what Mr. Trivedi and Rajiv ji is saying, I think the initiative taken by the government of India is what he said, the common man's pocket. No, it is from the corrupt man's pocket. It is going to the serving the interest of the common man, so it's a common citizen of the country. Because all this 25% will be used for the rural development, for the developmental agenda which the government has. And unlike what Rajiv ji is highlighting, that it doesn't reach out to the people targeted, or it remains with the bureaucrat. Our government has demonstrated that.
Certain gurus
Our
and
government has
ठेकेदार्स.
demonstrated that every penny should go to the targeted people, and it will travel to the target people. Because it will be monitored, and all the movements will be monitored, and the implementation is something which is very, very particular about it. And if you see that the last 2.5 years, there is no charges of corruption against our government.
I'll come back to you, Zafar. That's the thought that I want to. That's a question that I want to put to you. Does this worry you? I detect a sense of fear in the opposition ranks that he will launch a fair amount of populist schemes, and that would undercut your ground support. You are scared that, again, I'll put that question. You all are scared that Mr. Narendra Modi could be repositioning his party and is emerging as a latter-day Robin Hood.
Javed, why are we in public life? At the end of the day, I can tell you on behalf of everybody, all the political people there in Parliament, that we want the country to be better off. We want the poor guys to get lifted. Every one of us,
At
without
least all of you say that.
without it. No, it is there. I can tell you for sure. You look at Mamata Banerjee. You look at Bengal. Today there is an upliftment. I mean, whenever I go back to my constituency, which I do very often, every time I go, I see development. So a development model, and somebody like Mamata Banerjee has raised this issue. She has got the pulse of the people. I think she is one of the political person who knows the sufferings of the poorest of the poor. She is the one who started.
Answer my question.
That's what I'm answering. That's what I'm answering. That is what I'm answering. That opposition always, or every political party always, is in touch with the grassroots, and that is why the energy comes to the opposition from the grassroots. Otherwise, they would not have come all together. And it has been already 3 weeks, and people are still.
I contest this. I contest this claim of all together. You all were, some parties were for Bandh,
I'll
others were.
respond to
green.
that. I'll respond to
That's
that.
okay, but at the
No,
end
no,
of the
I-
day, let me tell you, the taste of the pudding is in the eating. At the moment, it is very sour, it's very bitter.
The opposition is united. there are different ways and means to lodge their protest. So
Nitish
some
is
parties
supporting-
are calling
Nitish
ban,
is
some
supporting
parties
the
are
measure.
staging. Except Nitish Kumar, he's got his personal view, but Sarad Yadav has got a different views. So I mean, he has got, like BJP did not support his Nasha Bandi, which he did. But he is supporting Note Bandi, but on Nasha Bandi they have got different point of view. So it's not that. And, so where did so why don't you implement in our states?
Okay, tell
you
me.
Are ruling. You have
I'll
got
come
so
back to
many
you.
state governments.
One last question to each of you before I wrap up. Rajiv ji, we are in the third week of Parliament. Except for one day, we've had no business at all. Is there any possibility of the opposition relenting and allowing business to take place? Because what we've seen is every day you shift the goalpost, you set an impossible set of demands, making, just ruling out the
No
possibility.
impossible threat of demand. Onus goes on government to run the house. Opposition has had certain genuine demands that Prime Minister should listen to the views of the people's representative. Accordingly, he should respond to that. First 2 weeks, he did not turn up in Rajya Sabha. That's why Parliament was stalled. After that, yesterday, Home Minister made an announcement. Tomorrow, he will do something. He will intervene something. Is that the way to deal with opposition?
been Parliamentary
I
Affairs
think
Minister.
he himself is, unnecessarily denigrating the Parliament, undermining the Parliament,
How?
this institution, by not responding to the views of the House. That's why the opposition parties are upset. They want Prime Minister to respond. On one hand, people of India are suffering.
Will
On
you
other
allow the
hand-
House to function
On other
today?
hand,
Run
you
or
are
no?
immune to their sufferings and not reacting the way you should have had.
Yes, sir.
I think I would like to make few important observations. One, that they are talking repeatedly about the common man. Both of them are talking about the common man, but they must realize the common man is with whom? Common man, are they making any statement? If ask anybody when they are in the queue, because they know that it is in their interest. The Honorable Prime Minister has taken this.
Is it your case that there is no suffering, that there's no people are not feeling any hardships? Because if you go to the countryside, I've been and I've spoken to people.
Let me respond to that. We are not denying that. We are totally with you in when it you
60 people have died.
when you say that common man are going through the hardship. Yes, we know that, and we have repeatedly, Honorable Prime Minister has said 50 days we need, and everything will get stabilized. We will get stabilized. By then, all the opposition parties who are making a statement for them are actually will not be able to make the stand, because the common man is with us. That they are rallying behind Honorable Prime Minister completely. Having said that, let me also make it. It is the responsibility of the opposition. They are behaving so irresponsibly. They need to.
Got 480. Shiv Sena has got 480. Shiv Sena is against demonetization. So then, how come Shiv Sena is for? That's put together 1300 against demonetization. 1300
from 250
and only 600 for
from
demonetization. If you
250
analyze
we have moved
that
to
way,
650.
Shiv Sena is opposing demonetization.
Sir,
How they have won?
in isolation we had 250. Now we have moved to 650. So that the three times.
Which Shiv Sena? Because Shiv Sena was opposing demonetization.
One last question before we wrap up, and our viewers, I'm sure, are very interested in knowing this. Will you allow? Is there any possibility of Parliament transacting business, or should we write off this whole session?
Javed, I have been a member of Parliament since 1990. I can't say I've seen it all, but I have seen it some. Every session there are adjournment motions.
So that the three times.
Which Shiv Sena? Because Shiv Sena was opposing demonetization.
One last question before we wrap up, and our viewers, I'm sure, are very interested in knowing this. Will you allow? Is there any possibility of Parliament transacting business, or should we write off this whole session?
Javed, I have been a member of Parliament since 1990. I can't say I've seen it all, but I have seen it some. Every session there are adjournment motions. If you go back in history, like I can tell you, in 14th of December 2011, there was an adjournment motion given by the then opposition regarding illegal deposit of money in foreign accounts. It was accepted. Now what happens in a democracy? Please understand and give me 2 minutes. Opposition in Parliament is as important as a ruling party. And I think sometimes whoever is the speaker should tilt a little bit towards the opposition to keep the balance on. What is the scene in Lok Sabha? Please, and I want my viewers
Quickly, running out of time, I need to take a break.
we have to say that if the entire opposition is asking for the adjournment motion, why is the government not wanting? Do they fear that their own BJP member is going to vote against them in terms of supporting the opposition. Otherwise, why are they stalling the House? Last time also during this Vyapam, the House did not run for the entire session. Till time I told the Prime Minister, accept it, let's debate. And last day it was accepted. So again, the entire responsibility of running the House is of the government, and for some reason they don't want to run.
Yeah, I'm afraid we need to take a break. We will be back after a break. Keep watching India Today.